Hi guys, Random here. Not my usual type of video this. For a start, you'll see in the background that that's Battlefield 3. Yes. And it is me playing it. Oh my god. Yeah, I actually yesterday felt well enough to jump on for a quick game. And I jumped on with Marcus, or Macarcus as he is there, and Ashley. Yeah, or Ash, sorry, beg your pardon. And we had a little crack, you know, on a Striker Karkin map. So yeah, it's all good. Enjoy that while you listen to this. I was asked on not the last video but the video before a question in the comments, and you know, does go to prove I read them. It was along the lines of, what do I think about upcoming games? Now, I've had a look at a website called GameInformer.com. Little plug for them, there you go. They've got a list of games that have got confirmed release dates, or, you know, window release dates, for this year. And I had a little look down the list, and, you know, there's some Pokemon games and, you know, Barbie pony games and all that malarkey, but I didn't think anybody would be really interested in them. So I've had a little look down there and, yeah, made some observations. Now, there is stuff coming up this year in, what have we got here? We've got August. Now, these are going to be ones to watch, I think. You've got Saints Row 4, which is coming out on August the 20th. Saints Row was a little bit bizarre for me, but I do get that, you know, killing people with a giant purple dildo could be fun. So yeah, if you're into that, could be one to watch. They've also got, oh, what else? Madden. Right, now Madden, for those of us this side of the pond, you may not know it, but it's an American football, well, think of it like the American football version of FIFA, okay? They get all the right players in the right teams, and, you know, it's a great emulator. That is definitely going to be one to watch, maybe more for our American cousins. But if you are into American football and you have played the previous Maddens, I've got a feeling this one's going to be damn good. So yeah, keep an eye on that. September, okay. Right, the ones to watch in September, we've got, well, I've got a couple here that I think are going to be worth keeping an eye on. The first one is Diablo 3. Now, I think that's going to be worth keeping an eye on because they made such a balls up of Diablo 2. You know, everyone was really excited. It was like 10 years after the original Diablo was released. Everybody was dying for Diablo 2. And they turned it into the worst dungeon crawler you can ever imagine. Even people that were really psyched for it and, you know, waited outside shops at midnight for the release, just turned around and said what a pile of shite it was. If they haven't got Diablo 3 right, it's going to be the end of the Diablo series. That'd be a shame. It would be a shame, because Diablo was a damn good game. So yeah, keep an eye on that. That's going to be worth watching. Armored Core Verdict Day, coming out on September the 24th. Again, one to keep an eye on. There's a lot of kind of, you know, war type games out at present, and I think going on their previous performance, it could be one to watch. Yeah, again, you know, it could be kind of hinge pin for that series. Ones that I am pretty sure will kick ass. In September we have got Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out. Again, not really my type of game, but the Grand Theft Auto games have gone from strength to strength. Yep, some have been a bit better than others, but GTA 5 looks hooked to be a good game. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. September the 17th, that's due. One for the PC people. Total War Rome 2 is coming out on the 3rd of September. Rome Total War was epic. It was a top-down RTS, and you know, it really required thought and planning. And for those of you that have never seen it, but you know, have played the old console games for years, you might think of Command and Conquer or something along those lines as a top-down RTS, real-time strategy. It needs that kind of level of thought to go into it, if not a bit more. So yeah, you know, definitely psyched about that one. That could be a lot of fun in October. The ones to watch for me are going to be, well, they're kind of similar. I mean, they both come from the same company. You got NBA 2K14 coming out on October the 1st, and WWE 2K14 coming out October 29th. Now, I used to be a big fan of WWE games. Yeah, I'll kind of cut a long story very short. I don't watch the wrestling anymore, but you know, I used to watch it. It was entertainment. Yes, I know it's not real, but it was a lot of fun to watch. So I used to have a few of those on the PlayStation, and yeah, used to enjoy playing them. They were normally quite good fun. It did start to get a little repetitive, but you know, each game came out, you had new moves, new features. So yeah, that could be one to watch. The NBA game, bit like Madden, you know, they try and get everybody that's on the roster in the game. Hopefully, if you're into the basketball games, you'll enjoy that one. Now then, we get into some big ones now. Okay, we're talking October. We're talking October the 25th, and we're talking Batman Arkham Origins. That is going to be huge. Going on the previous Batman games, it's going to be huge. There's quite a big fan base of the Batman series. Going back, you know, when I were a lad, when you used to have Adam West playing it, you know, there was always kids running around with sort of bin bags on their back pretending to be Batman. We all want to be Batman, really, don't we? Yeah, you know you do. Even the ladies listening, you want to be Batman as well. Going on the previous Batman titles, it's going to be good. You know, even if they haven't really improved it and they've just changed the environment a bit and, you know, what you've got to do and the story, it's still going to be good. So keep your eye on that one. We have... This is interesting, actually, because on the same day we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the 29th of October. And we have Battlefield 4 on the 29th. Now, I know Battlefield is going for the, you know, the early release thing that they did with the PlayStation for Battlefield 3, but this time they're doing it with Xbox. Obviously Microsoft had a bigger check than Sony this time, so, you know, business is business. Whether that is the 29th that it's coming out on Xbox, or whether it's the 29th that it's on general release, I don't know, but that's the date that's listed for it. I'll get a bit more into Battlefield and COD Ghost in a bit, but yeah, okay. Moving on. November the 5th, so a week after Battlefield 4, we've got COD Ghost coming out. Okay. Now, this kind of gets me to believe that the 29th of October is going to be the Xbox date, because they're going to get a week early access on, I don't know whether it's a week or 2 weeks on Premium that they're doing, but, you know, the way it all comes about, if you've got Premium you get earlier access, so it could be that the 29th is the premium date, and a week after that is the Xbox date, and then a week after that is the general release. Well, for premium anyway. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to play that one. And it's also interesting that Call of Duty aren't trying to challenge on the date, that they're waiting. Yeah, that is kind of interesting the way that's come out. On the 19th of November we've got Watch Dogs. Now, Watch Dogs looks epic, absolutely epic, and I think if the new consoles are up and running by then, if you get Watch Dogs on the PS4, it's going to blow your mind. It really will. Everything I've seen on it just looks good. So that's definitely one to save your pennies for. Right. Now, there are obviously releases after that later in the year. Didn't see anything particularly outstanding that I was impressed with, but have a look at GameInformer.com. There's a whole list there. And yeah, check it out for yourself. Right, now then. Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts. What do I think? Right, well, my thoughts on it, and they are only my thoughts, okay? This isn't gospel, it isn't written in stone, but this is my impression so far, okay? First question you have to ask yourself with Battlefield 4 is, did EA listen? Okay, all the glitches, the bugs, the problems with Battlefield 3 that are still there, well over a year and a half after it released. Now, I mean, to me, inexcusable. I really am not impressed. I don't think that they sorted it out, but did they listen? Okay, so this is going to be a real test for the Battlefield franchise. The bugs and the exploits, you know, like the medic train, okay, where you squad up and you all play as medics, one of you gets shot and revived, and then somebody else gets shot and you revive them, and blah blah blah, and you never die. On Rush, that made the team pretty much unbeatable if everybody was doing that. Did they listen? Okay. Then you've got the marketing crap that EA are churning out. I mean, my pet hate is when people make up words. You know, the marketing department come up with this Levolution. Yeah, okay, you've shown us a bit of E3 multiplayer, and you've got the, you know, the single player video, I think it was 17 minutes or whatever it was that they put out, and stuff blew up and things changed, and yeah, okay, well, that's impressive. I like that, it's good. You know, I'm not negative against that, but please don't make words up for it. Yeah, along with the marketing crap, the single player video that was released, you know, yeah, nobody really wants to see that. People want to see the multiplayer, they want to see the action, they want to see what they could be doing. Single player stuff's very nice, it's very pretty, it can all be pre-rendered, and you know, you don't really want to see that. So yeah, not impressed with their marketing to this point. I think they've still got a little way to go to get everybody on side. The E3 multiplayer stuff was a very polished alpha, and it was just the one level. So hopefully it'll all look that good, but they were kind of, you know, putting it centre stage and on show, and that's why they limited it to one level, and it was limited to, you know, a fairly small portion of the game, but they got it to look really good so people could go, wow, look at this. There's been a big backstep on them on the mechanics of loadouts. It's now kind of a cross between Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Call of Duty by the look of things, the way the weapon loadouts are going to go. So yeah, all you Battlefield fanboys that are screaming about COD, yeah, it does have some good points as well, you know. Will it work? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Going to be very interesting. very, very interesting, because if it doesn't, I think it's possibly going to kill the franchise, and if they do that, I will personally go down with placards and protest and demand EA be wiped off Earth, because I like Battlefield. As for Call of Duty Ghost, well, it's got dogs. That is about all I could say that's positive for Call of Duty Ghost. I'm sure it's, you know, a very good game. Call of Duty games do sell well. It's been done yet again on the same game engine. It's going to have the same overpowered kill streaks, but it's now got dogs. What more could you want, eh? Yeah, look at those big brown eyes. You know you want that puppy. Well, there you go. That's my thoughts on it. Hopefully, you know, it's going to get you to comment and put down your thoughts in the little box there, mark comment. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know why. I'm quite happy to do these little on-the-spot challenges, but for now, you know what? It's Random, signing off. Take care, guys.